Hello, everyone. I would like to welcome you. And today, AMA will be about the 3 month summary. So, with me, there is our CEO, John Z. Woznowski, and I'm going to pass the voice to John.
Hello. Actually, I'm very happy to be called John. Actually, that's my second name because my first one is Zbigniew. It's a Polish name, and normally people call me John because they have difficulty to pronounce that. But so, how many people we have already?
29.
Perfect. Perfect. So we will be able to say hello and to actually briefly come with you with entirely 3 month summary. So on the next slide, we already know a few things about the good stuff. The first one is that we have the first non-crypto game that has a connection with the NFTs that are approved by Apple and Google. And we have made actually, the players have made over 17,000 transactions that were connected to the ROTM token. So the majority of the blockers are eliminated, but still those few I have mentioned are still there. The important fact is that the team is not selling. We have a vesting plan for 36 months. Actually, it is 1 year cliff and 24 months vesting period. So don't believe that the team is selling. We are not selling. If somebody is selling, those are the marketing tokens which are coming either from exchanges or are coming from the IDOs. Actually, we'll be saying a few words about them more detailed. So we expect that the growth in the next few weeks will be correlated strictly, the ROTM growth will be correlated with NFT growth. So if we have this situation, it means everything is working. So this is the next few weeks. We are not going to give you the exact date, but trust me, we're going to publish any good stuff that is coming. So on the next slide, I have prepared a list what to expect. First of all, the project itself is focused on the long term. The long term, it means that we have a running company which is called Reality Games, and we have started a new company which is called Reality Metaverse. So we believe in Web3 very much, and we also know that there is a special period that you need to wait until the great fruit will come. And those fruits, they are not low-hanging fruits. They are very difficult to achieve because it's all based on technology, it's all based on legal aspects, and we want to be fully legal from day one. So the token price is representing actually the strength of our ecosystem. So currently, the market is right. The market is really right about the strength, and this is why we went down from our ideal price, to those levels. But we are pretty sure that this will not stay for long. Lifting those red flags like this one on CoinGecko and expanding our presence on SEX and DEX, this will help us to have a better visibility. Probably your first question would be, where's the marketing? Why there are not so many new people coming? Well, once again, we cannot start the marketing until the things are ready. And then the things are ready, it means we have the secondary marketplace, because currently we have our NFTs on one marketplace, and people are buying. Yes, it's working. Still with a very bad UX. This is what we know. We are addressing this one, but we need to open wider that if one of the investors will buy on our marketplace, he should be able to sell it on somewhere else. So he should see that there is a market for our NFTs, that there is a visibility. And when we planned the marketing, the first step was to actually use our active community of Landlord games. We have Landlord Tycoon and Landlord Go. Landlord Go is connected. Landlord Tycoon, it is not. Combined, they have over 400,000 monthly active players, and about 10% of them have a crypto wallet. But we didn't promote the Reality Metaverse inside the landlord communities. The reason for that is that if we will do that, they will be expecting a link, and they will press this link, they will go, and then they will hear that they need to set up some kind of wallet. For Web2 players, something like that, the need of having some wallet, finding, the Polygon network, any kind of things like that is not user friendly. This is not what they expect, what they are expecting. This is not what they are doing on daily basis. On daily basis, they are just using a thumb when they press the download the game, and they're using this thumb over again, and they are playing games with the thumb. So there is no easy way for them to get in. But we have made a plan how to convert them. And this is the best group of initial first-time investors and actually users, because they know the game, they understand the entire mechanics in the game, and then they can see actually the profit from being part in Reality Metaverse. The additional way to say is that in Landlord, they are playing for free. They're playing for free, and actually, they're collecting stuff, they're going for vacations, they're buying a lot of properties. So they understand the entire need for collections, and they like it. We want to utilize this likeness inside the NFTs, because suddenly they will see that the time they spend, the amount of pleasure they have during the gameplay actually can be beneficial for them in the real world situation, where they can actually sell those properties. So this is why we put Reality Metaverse first steps from the marketing from the landlord players, because moving them will be one of the hardest parts, but also the most beneficial for us. So currently we are in this soft launch phase. When we say soft launch, it means that most of the things should work as they were designed to, but sometimes we can find some things which are still need our attention, and we will be going out from soft launch in rather weeks than months. Next, please. So thank you for this first chance to talk to you. I will be back today, having also some talk about the plans, and so I would like to invite you to listen to Tomasz. Tomasz is our head of cryptocurrency analysis, so actually he will be able to explain the majority of things related to RLTM. Thank you.
Thank you, John. And now I would like to welcome Maciej, our CBDO, so Chief Business Development Officer. Maciej, warm welcome.
Thanks.
So Maciej, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good to see all of you here today. Some familiar faces I can see. So happy to be here. So let's start it. I'm a CBDO of the project and managing most of the aspects. Sometimes you see me on a Discord or on Telegram to reply some questions, but usually I'm quite occupied, so my social team take care of it. Thanks to Filipos. So let's start with a couple of my points. So the first point I would like to talk about is something that you always been asking for. So it's the website usability and over hundreds of bugs that we launched the project with. So first, the new website. Remember when you log into our website for the first time and it was kind of cool experience. You know, you fly all the way to the France, to the Paris, and then you see the Eiffel Tower. And you can buy NFT, but we never explain what the NFT for. We never explain what is this project about. We never had that as a user. You never had an idea unless you went to read a white paper or somehow managed to get your hands on our light paper. You didn't have an idea what the project is about. So we decided that a key component to our website was missing: a landing page. So we are fixing this so that we're providing a lot of information about what is token, what is the Reality NFT, how it is connected to the games. When the new user join our project, they know exactly what they are looking at. And this is, I think, the key component that was missing. We decided to get it on, and you'll be able to test drive the website very, very soon. Next, we have a user journey, and this is a lot of all of you ask me about this, like on the personal messages on the Telegram or even on our chat, is that to see like statistics of any given NFT, you have to open the go to the product page and you have to go through. And if you want to compare to another NFT, you have to leave that one. You have to go to marketplace, find it again, and open again. And it's just takes a lot of time. So we took it to heart and we decided to make it into a flip card where you're able to flip both on the phone and on the PC by pressing like the info button. And here you'll be able to see all the information that you requested for. So you'll be able to see how much given NFT earning royalties, what are the direct sales, what are the volume, where this NFT is currently being used, who is the top shareholder. And I think most importantly, everybody asking us how many shares this NFT has, and also how many active shares. That means how many, because the shares that we never sold, they never earn royalties. That's a key point. You can be able to see the chat. Chat will probably be connected to our Discord and DAO, what we'll be doing with the NFT in the future. Another journey, so if you check the site, would be from the homepage. Homepage, we try to get all the information to show you in the into one card. So you can see basically it's everything here, but in much smaller form. It's more if you like to play around the map and you like to have basic information before you buy. The third one, my favorite one, is basically if you go to the market or collection, and you see a lot of NFTs together, and then you'll be able to actually open quick stats by pressing the question mark, and you'll be able to compare live 5, 10, 15, 20 NFTs at the same time. And this is something that I know you have been requesting for, and we are working to get it done. Then, NFT promotion. So this is something that have been requested. I have been asked from you a lot of times that, hey, Maciej, if you have any USA, Germany, Eiffel Tower, China, Japan, New York City for sale, we want to buy. And we noticed that smaller NFTs are not necessary for sale. So let's go through that. First, we will introduce daily sales. And the daily sales will only have the tier 1 NFTs for sale. Because if we go to the marketplace, and if we notice that somebody selling those NFTs that are very expensive, they are way above the primary price that we are designed for a specific NFT, because lack of those NFTs currently on the market. We initially listed some NFTs on the marketplace as it was before, and some of them are like in the loot boxes because you have a chance to get those on the loot boxes, but you never had a chance to actually buy them directly from us. So daily package deal would be all about able to get those best of the best NFTs for a given day, and they will probably sell very quickly. And once they are sold out, or the day is over, you won't be able to buy them again for a long time. So the second chance for you to get them is basically on the secondary market from somebody else, or from the loot boxes, which is a chance. And each day you have a landmark, a city, and a country. And here we'll be focusing on the top tier NFTs, the one that all of you are trying to get. And the second one will be a deal. We call it for whales, but actually they are top deals. Here's we actually want those users who like to buy in bulk, for example, 250 shares of a specific NFT, tier 1 and tier 2. Those will be a 30% discount from the primary price that we chose for specific NFT. And usually our primary price is a couple times cheaper than what's on the marketplace currently listed. So currently what we are facing is basically lack of supply of the good NFTs. We are changing with this. However, those whales will be able to get a discount, and they will be able, to still flip them if they want to, or earning royalties. That's the idea for the bigger users. They like to, flip and then create a higher volume. Lastly, we keep the loot boxes. This is our bread and butter for the business. However, previous design of the loot boxes, we were not able to give you value of the loot boxes, because actually, this is actually, whenever you buy a loot box, you still have a chance to get like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, high level of NFTs, but at a different chance percentage. So it's like a gamble. But if you buy a large amount of the loot boxes, the expected value is still around 20 to 25% better than the primary sale value. What is primary sale value? Imagine that we choose that Eiffel Tower share costs $100, for instance, right? This will be our primary sale value. This is where our analyst went into Excel and put the value of every NFT. So in the loot boxes, you have it around 20 to 25% cheaper. When on the street price, which is on the secondary market, you probably not see that Eiffel Tower for $100. You probably see it for 200, 300. So by putting more supply, the price will regulate a bit. But I believe most of us here are for the long run, so earning the royalties. Of course, we do understand that if you earn royalties, but you don't have to get the big sales, daily sales, or you're not quick enough to get them, you might still be interested in the loot boxes. Those loot boxes that we have listed here, they're going to be sold out very soon. They are not unlimited supply. They have a specific supply. So we noticed they're around 50 to 60% already sold. Once they're sold, we will have another new collection of the loot boxes. And we will have more collections with a smaller supply. So we don't want to put too much of the loot boxes or NFTs on the market too fast, unless we are shipping more games. Because if we have too many NFTs and too few places where we can earn the royalties, there will be too much oversupply on the market. So we have to balance that, and we know that. All right, so secondary market. Yes, we are working on them. As you can see, we have a couple troubles. ERC 1155, that's a fractional NFTs. Not many supply that yet. Not many support it. And even if they support it, not necessarily with the Polygon chain. For instance, we already have the possibility to list on Binance NFT market, but unfortunately, they do support ERC 1155, but not on Polygon chains. Some of the exchanges that we talked to, for example, Bybit and the Bitmart, already mentioned that they are working to provide a solution for us. So this is an ongoing process. John earlier mentioned about OpenSea, that we're also talking to them. We talk to everybody. But starting from this week, we are working on 3 different secondary marketplaces, and we will be listing in the next couple of weeks new collections on them. So they are at the top: Rarible, One Planet, and NFT Trade. And we are going to be doing something with them. And what we're doing is on the next slide. So basically, this is already a live page. However, this, as you can notice, if you have a good eye, there's still no volume there because we haven't listed NFTs yet. So we are trying to do right now, we will wait for our announcement, but we will only put a very small amount of NFTs. such as United States, Germany, Eiffel Tower, the best of the best. And the new NFTs like Tower Bridge, New York City, China. And the small quantities, we'll list them at our primary price. So they will be not overpriced, as you can see, they'll be affordable, and you'll be able to, if you're interested, go to those secondary marketplaces and grab them and use and connect your wallet to our website. They will work just as they work right now. However, it also helps us with two things. This will ensure that we are doing enough promotion on those secondary marketplaces to put us at the top of the volumes, so that does what? So that people get interested and excited of this project. What is Reality NFT? Why suddenly this project is at the top of the charts? That's our goal. Unfortunately, we cannot do this with Magic Eden or OpenSea yet because there are still some errors to fix, but we go with the next best one, which is, for example, Rarible on One Planet. So that's it for the NFT marketplace. I would like to mention a little bit about token funding. This is more about investments, new listing, and DEXs. I will not talk about the token price because that was already talked about. We have this question quite a lot. Are we reopening Uniswap? And yes, we are. We are, and actually we are going to add multiple pairs over time, right? So make it easier for everybody. We actually planning to do that when the daily and top sales deals are live. So for those of you who doesn't have an account on the DEX, don't worry. We'll have the opportunity to have on the Uniswap or other DEXs, and you'll be able to either buy those tokens or sell those tokens if you want to have a good ROI on them. Also, you will be able to do it directly from our website, so you don't have to go to, for instance, Uniswap. And remember also that we still support ramp services, so you can actually buy the tokens using your credit card. It still works. You need to do a quick KYC, but ramp is one of the largest and biggest on-ramp solution, so you are in the good hands. All right, so tier one investors. I can only say right now that there will be a PR, so we are putting in the calendar. And this will be actually our first official PR that will be on the top of the medias and leading blockchain investors. We are talking about 8 digits numbers investments, so tens of millions of dollars are going to be invested in Reality Metaverse. So we, as you can see, we are just getting started. It's a long-term project. With the next long-term, midterm and long-term that John will present, will show you the ongoing work for the next couple of years. We believe that we probably almost reached the bottom. I don't know. The market is always right, but at least we see that what the big investors see. It gives us, belief that we are doing something right. We just had a little bit knacky. Yep. And
thank you, Maciej.
That's it on my side. I'll give it back John. And he will talk about midterm and long-term plans. Thank you.
Yeah. So special thanks to Maciej, and I'm revealing the referral program because I think that's all you've been waiting for. And now we're back with John. So
hello yes,
again.
This part I love much better because we can finally come to the good stuff about things that are coming. So first of all, look at this graph. It's showing the entire ecosystem where we have the mobile games, where we have the NFTs, and where we have the NFT owners. And what is most important, that there is a circle of money, and this money is flowing. It's very important to understand that and this ecosystem is sustainable when we have scale. And regarding the scale, I would like to show you things that will happen to actually make this scale to be huge. So we will start, the next slide please, from upgraded experience from Landlord Go. So the biggest challenge we have is to actually use our existing community of Landlord Go players and invite them to the Web 3.0. So the most important part is to make the UX on every step that they will not run away. So this is the biggest job we have, where we are working how to convert them on daily steps. So on the next slide, you will be able to see the entire funnel. We start obviously from converting the user from the beginning. Of course, we are starting at the App Store, then the downloads, tutorial, purchase phase. So what we are looking for, we are looking for the paying users. The paying users are those who have connected credit card, who make the transactions, who already, because those players, they stay in the game very, very long. In Landlord Tycoon, we have players who stay over 6 years. In Landlord Go, we have the ones who are from the beginning, so it's actually like 3 years. And I'll tell you something. The biggest spender in Landlord Tycoon is $650,000. And guess what? He didn't get anything except the pure pleasure of playing. So he didn't get anything for this for that money. So he didn't make any money. He didn't make any outside purchases because it was impossible for them. So suddenly we are giving the opportunity for them to earn and play, or play and earn. So this conversion from landlord is the crucial part. But enough about landlord. Let's go to the new stuff. Weather challenge. Weather challenge is the weather app with a play button. So imagine placing a bet against Mother Nature, other players in specific location. How is this possible? So we have connected over 300,000 weather stations around the world, and we have selected 2,000 weather stations exactly in the location where the NFTs are. So imagine the game where you can place the bet, like temperature, clouds, speed of wind, and place this bet in the future. It's like the slowest ever, the gambling machine, because you are placing the bet and you need to wait. You are waiting 8, 24, 48 hours, or you can even place the bet will be the snow in the winter on Christmas Eve. So you can place the bet in the future, and you are placing those bets in exact location of the NFTs. So how the NFTs are involved here? Well, the owners of the NFTs are getting money like casino, directly to themselves. So actually, each transaction will deliver the money to casino. This will be divided between us and the NFT owners. We still don't decide yet about the percentage, but it's going to be definitely large. When we are saying we didn't decide it, it's still because we need to make a soft launch. And during the soft launch, we need to test a lot of things, especially the user acquisition, so what's the cost of acquiring new players. So those elements. When we talk about RLTM, it's involved in every transaction. We have a hard currency, so the RLTM and the NFTs are working. More stuff about Weather Challenge will be announced soon. The next game, which is going to happen, is Food Truck Tycoon. The Food Truck Tycoon is the game which is not exactly for children, but imagine that you own a food truck, and you can place this food truck on the map wherever you want, and from that location in a specific radius, the people are coming to you and they are trying to buy some food from your food truck. And we know that if we put the food truck in front of police station, well, the lollipops and sushi will not sell well. The donuts will. But if we put in front of the playground or some schools, probably, this fast food stuff will sell very well. So imagine the Tycoon game connected once again with the NFTs, with the special ideas how to implement them, and of course the hard currency ROTM involved from day one. Let's go further. Speculate. Speculate is the game we wanted to launch for many, many years. We've been observing the social media, and we know how to make the stock market based on brands. And who are those brands? Well, the easiest way is to take the crypto influencers or the games or the movie stars and just make them as we did with the NFTs and put them on the marketplace. And, you know, the price of each person will be based on digital footprints that they make in internet. So the Piers Morgan or the Russell Crowe, you will just take the number of popularity score they have, and you can make the bet, about the valuation, about the net worth. Will it go up or will it go down? Imagine what happens when the influencers will see that, because we will be able to create the first ever the leaderboard of the influencers. So they will be fighting each other to actually be higher, because they will, the influencers would love to see themselves at the top. And the ROTM will be involved here. NFTs, we have a plan to place them, but more hardly ROTM utility amazing. On the third game, it's Donald Trumpet. This is the game which we have launched in 2016 on mobile. And it was quite successful. It became #1 in strategy games. It has generated over $3 million, what we remember, and about 3 million downloads. That was a nice geolocation copycat of our initial game, Landlord Tycoon. If Mr. former president will decide to start his way to power, well, I believe there will be a big demand for this game. Once again, ROTM and NFTs are involved. And maybe the last one, but not the least one, is the not so-called Project X, is actually the CryptoPoly. So this is once again, we are trying to build geolocation property trading game, but this time dedicated for crypto users. This time where we have the move, where we have the different game design about investigating. So it means people don't know what kind of building they are looking. They are opening in the card, where they will have an opportunity to collect and obviously to earn. Entirely new design directly for the people who are familiar with crypto. Okay, so how we want to put this on the market? Well, first of all, there are many projects. We are capable to build those games quite quickly, but we would like to hear your voice. We'd like to hear your vote. And the best vote is when you do it with money. So we have found a solution how we can, compare, how we can make this happen by opening the utility of staking with the idea of specific games. So we would like to show you the full, on the new website, a list of games with the marketing materials, with some videos, trailers, and also with a big amount of benefits, and ask you to stake. And if we reach the goal, then it means the game is in production, and then it means you can actually expect the announcements from our side when this will be delivered. So this is a short explanation about the games, what we want to do. The more parts will be available after we launch this on the website, and we really, really appreciate your vote with money. Let's go to the long-term plans. So first one of them is, looking at the new listings. As you can see, here's a list of exchanges where we could be. Actually, in some of them we could be already. The question is it worth it? Is it the right moment? Is this the big value for us? Because already we are on a few major ones. The question is, this should happen. This should happen automatically, like being on a new one every month. This is what we are planning, but we need to be pretty sure that everything is working. Still, we are waiting, for the big guns at the end goal. This is the end goal. This is the last slide of the presentation. So long terms. The long terms, the big vision for the long terms, guys. We are not giving you details, but let's start from the first one. So you have probably heard about the railway station in Kraków, Poland, about the building, about the Kraków main NFT. This is actually our office. This is our office. This is the place where we are here at the moment, and let's see why we are seeing this as an important part of the entire ecosystem. First of all, we believe in physical places. We believe in face-to-face connections. We believe that to actually make things with a proper scale, you actually need to prepare yourself for those things. So currently we have reality games and reality metaverse in the building, but we want to connect that with two missing points. With the IT lounge, with the event space, and with the accelerator and co-working space for Web3 people. So this is what will happen in the next. Okay, I said I'm not going to say dates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we are working on that. We are working on that. Actually, at the moment, our studio is in accelerator co-working space. This is what we can tell you. But let's go further. Let's see what is all inside. It's about collaboration. It's about meeting people. It's about building the community where all things related will be based on ROTM, physical transactions in digital space, or actually real transactions in physical space. So we want to charge for everything inside this building using ROTM. This is something unusual. This is what we want to make to happen. Even getting to the gym, we'll need ROTM. Buying a soda, from cafeteria, you will need ROTM. So this is a big stuff. We are still thinking how to make this possible from the legal perspective, because it needs to be everything solid from that part. But this is what we want to build in Kraków, in Poland, because that's the right place. And let's go further. Do you recognize this guy, with the glasses? He's the one of the first people who have actually had this device on his head. And yes, the NFT AR. So at Reality Games, we are building technology that is allowing us to look further with the geolocation and AR. This will be strictly related with some of our next projects, which we cannot mention, and you probably don't see the logo of this character. But the simple idea is to create the SDK maps, new games and for new apps, and this is what we are building. And we want to involve all the NFTs inside, so that's actually, if you will be wearing the future hardware, you will be able to see some added information, some added value to what you will be seeing. That's what I can say. No dates here. Maybe will be some short messages from London in the next few weeks, but nothing more at the moment. And what do we have left? Our main goal, yes, establish Reality Metaverse as the industry's most significant project. This is what we are working on. And we have built 5 steps, and we are in the step number 1. We're actually finishing the step number 1. The potential in gaming through rigorous testing. Yes, this is what will happen. And guys, we are fighting to be on those exchanges, but remember, this is a very long-term project. We are not looking here on, quick gains. This is a long-term, evergreen project for the next 5 to 10 years. This is how we look at this. This is why we have this vesting period. This is why we are working very hard to connect Web3 and Web2, or actually Web2 to Web3 with the conversion. Guys, thank you very much. If you have some questions, we are very happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you, John, for sharing the long-term vision.